Second, I forgot to say something. Wait, where's the pause button? Okay, I had to cut off because, you know, like whenever you go something, explain something, and there was this spoiler, and I didn't want you guys to hear it whenever I was talking about it. But this week, what if Asta was, I guess I can spoil it, if you guys sure, but I'm not sure if it was correct. But what it said was Asta was a descendant of the Demon Clan, which people always thought at the beginning, but I'm not sure if it's correct or not. But yeah, and I didn't want to show it, but too late. But that's how I got this idea for my what if. Plus I was gonna make it what if Asta was like a demon from Set of the Deadly Sins. Then I seen this comment that I must have looked over saying what if Asta was in Set of the Deadly Sins. I know I always said Sedley. I don't know what, but that's why I like to say not to know Tyson, because I say Sedley. It's something that I do. But yeah, you might hear my sister laughing because she's hanging out. My mom's about to come back from food and stuff. Half the time we don't really eat out, we cook most of the time. But yeah, but she fell asleep, so it's like 6 right now. So won't get to food at like 6:40. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing the game today. It's a different game, it's Overwatch, so yeah. So we're gonna start this off. This what if is Asta's birth. Asta was born as a high-ranking demon, but he always didn't like demons' way of living. So at first, he never liked Meliodas because he thought he was this ruthless demon. Until, I'm gonna say, he was a high-ranking demon. How about this? Yeah. And so, his mother and father will be, what's the dude's name? There are 2 commandments I was gonna do. The commandment of purity and the commandment of patience or prejudice. I'm not sure. It's something about in the Bible where it talked about don't take the Lord's name in vain. Something like that. Yeah, that dude. I was gonna give him that magic, but I thought at first I'm just gonna give him anti-magic. But because his magic was so strong, just how Gopher's was, so he was forced to become the commandment of, what would go with Asta's personality? The commandment of truth. No, not truth. Let me see. The commandment of, I'm not sure. Let me think for a second. Selflessness. Okay? So, what's gonna happen is that his selflessness will be that he doesn't like I don't know, I can't really explain. I'm not a good explainer. If you guys listen to what I say half the time. But dude, somebody about sniped me. But oh yeah. So yeah, it will be anti-magic and stuff. So whenever he meets Meliodas, we sees him change from seeing how he interacted with Elizabeth, and I'm gonna say he fell in love with a goddess. No, a vampire. Yeah, I'm gonna do vampire this one. But the goddess, they called her, I'm gonna say she was one of the four, the four guardian angels. And she had, no, I'm going to say this one, instead of having 4 archangels, there's 5 archangels. And she used the 5th one that added in. No, I said I would make her a vampire, crap. I had like several different ways I was going to bring somebody in. But the vampire, she's just like a normal vampire in the show. But I'm going to say, whenever they betray the clan, they had the same curse as how Elizabeth had a curse and how Asta had a curse. And Asta is pretty much as tall as, Meliodas. Dude, who just shot at me? It was so slow that I could literally dodge it. But yeah. And her special ability would be, I'm going to go with like a a Noelle kind of character, so I'm going to give her Mercury and water magic. So I'm going to say she's the queen of them, and they fell in love. So they have the same curse as Meliodas. So the Holy War happens. I'm just going to skip that, and I'm going to skip to Danafall. And stuff. So they end up in the same place, I'm just going to say. So they're at Danafall. And it's the same as normal. He meets, but because she is reincarnation as a vampire, like a full-fledged vampire, so there is vampires still here. It's just when she's born, she pretty much gets like a mutation, turning her into a vampire as she's getting birthed and all that. So yeah, and of course she's gonna have the power to use Mercury magic and all that. And so, yeah, they'll meet at the same time. She would have a longer lifespan, but if she ever figured out her past, she would die, is the curse pretty much, I'm pretty sure. So they try to keep him from learning the past, at least he did, but Meliodas told him that you should just let them, it'll help them more often, and stuff like that. So yeah, what happens is that because he is a commandment, I'm gonna say he was like, just like Meliodas, he was feared beyond all the clans. So he was like Meliodas' rival, kind of. They're always considered the strongest and stuff. So yeah, whenever they fought, people had to literally call in like all the commandments to at least try to calm or make sure they don't destroy the demon world or activate the rift between the prison and the area, because that's how strong they were. Because he had anti-magic in him, so counter magic or his revenge counter or anything like that didn't really work. So Meliodas' go-to moves back in the day, and they were both given the ability called God. If you guys don't know that, it's pretty much the Black Flames, 1,000 Divine Slices, and all that. Well, yeah. I might make this a little longer video, but it's it's still gonna be this. I'm gonna say, he Asta goes around and got his name as the strongest holy knight, the friend of the Sedley Deadly Sins. Oh my god, I keep on saying Sedley. If there's anybody named Sedley, I blame you. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't take that seriously. But yeah, so their ability is anti-magic, and he automatically has his demon mode. His full power, he has assault mode too. So yeah, his full power is 500, 2,000, and 1,000. And Meliodas is about the same, no Pacifics. But because their magic pretty much gets canceled back or shot back at each other and stuff, so they kind of cancel out their moves half the time. Because if Meliodas counters his god, he just nullifies it. So it's like impossible for them to hit each other with a direct attack. So they kind of just go back and forth, deflecting and defending attacks. So this one's going to be the backstory pretty much, but I'll still make it part 1. But he's known as the strongest. No, he's known as because I'm going to say his like vampire came first. So Vampire and him were known as the couple of pretty much whatever name. Put in the comments if you want to about the name. And best friends with the Sedley Deadly Sins. I swear to God, about to smack my smell. I'm really about to hit myself because of this. But yeah. So what happens? They're walking together, and they still get blamed for the attack, but so do the team of the couple. So yeah, and they both, and the Meliodas and him end up in the same place, but I'm gonna say the vampire girl didn't end up in the same place because she does have super regeneration, almost immortal pretty much. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna end this video.